Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome back to my booktube channel. I originally forgot to film an intro to this video, which is why we are here. But this is going to be a tier list video ranking all of the most popular book tropes, and that's really all I have to say about this. I hope you enjoy it. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you do, and enjoy the video. Okay guys, here is the... here's the tier list. Let's change the names up a little though. I didn't realize that they weren't changed. Okay. I literally hate this. I probs won't buy it. Depends on how it's done. Love. Best of the best of the best. Okay, I like this a little bit better. It's a little bit more personality. Some of these I haven't. Can I add another row? Hold on. Oh, it's yellow. Ew, I don't want it to be yellow. I'll do like a pink. Okay. Hold on. Haven't read but not opposed. Okay, I feel like I need to add that one because some instances are like I haven't read it because I hate it and I'm not going to read it, but there are a few words like I haven't read it but I'm not opposed to reading it. I just don't have like a full opinion on it yet. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one on here is mafia romance. So this might come as a shocker, but I have never read a mafia romance. I know they are very popular on Kindle Unlimited, and a lot of TikTokers do talk about mafia romances, but I've just never really been like super interested. At least there's never been one that's like sparked my interest enough to actually read it. So I'm definitely not opposed to the idea, and I will probably read one eventually, but I just haven't read one yet, but I'll get there someday. Obviously, I love Grumpy Sunshine. Me and all my homies love Grumpy Sunshine. Like 99% of the books I read are Grumpy Sunshine. I am actually about to read Icebreaker by Hannah Grace for the first time, and that one's supposed to be a Grumpy Sunshine where the girl is grumpy and the boy is sunshine, and those are literally my favorite thing ever. I love when the girl is the grumpy one. Like, when it's the other way, it's still good, but just like, it's 20 times better when the girl is the grumpy one because it's like such a flip, you know, because usually people think the guy is going to be the grumpy one. Okay, bodyguard romance. I probs won't buy it. Like, if someone lent it to me or it was free, I might pick it up and check it out, but I definitely wouldn't spend my money on it just because I haven't read enough. Like, the only bodyguard romance I've read is like some Wattpad things. I can't even think of the names. So I just like, clearly I don't like it enough to really have strong opinions about it. Next up, we have Right Person, Wrong Time. Once again, I probably won't buy it. I don't like books that are gonna make me super, super sad after, like books that have sad moments, sure. But books that end sad, which Right Person, Wrong Time typically does, not my thing. I don't like it. I am a happy ever after kind of girly, HEA forever, if you will. So I probably won't buy it. I'm not opposed to reading it, but it's just not my favorite thing. Bad Boy, Good Girl. I'm gonna say love for that one because I do quite enjoy Bad Boy, Good Girl, but I don't enjoy manipulative bad boy, good girl, or way too naive good girl and bad boy who's taking advantage of that. So that one's kind of a toughie, but I do typically enjoy Bad Boy, Good Girl and like it. However, I've got a book recommendation that I'm telling you nobody has ever told you about before. It's called a bad boy can be good for a girl. If you need to like stop liking bad boys, read that book. I cannot remember the author, but I'll put it somewhere. Read that book. It is so freaking good, and it will totally be an eye-opener, especially if you're in high school or middle school right now. Read that book. Back to the subject. Only one bed. The best of the best of the best. I adore the only one bed thing, especially in fantasy romances when they're like in a tent, like at a war camp, or they're hiding or something. I love that. I love that so much. Miss Sarah J. Maas. I love it. Okay, love at first sight. Insta-love, not my thing. Hate it. There's a book I read recently. Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey is like love at first sight. Insta-love, despise that book. Literally one of the worst books I've ever read in my entire life. So totally not my thing. If it's your thing, sure, but don't like it. Love triangle, depends on how it's done. Shatter Me has a love triangle in the first couple books, and I think it's like interesting, but I think it's also very clear like who is going to come out on top here. The Inheritance Games I think is love triangle. I haven't read that one yet, but I'm just like, I will read it, so I clearly am not opposed to the idea. I guess it just kind of depends on how it's done. Fake Dating is another depends on how it's done. The Deal, I love that book. Addicted to You, I didn't hate the fake dating. I didn't love that book, but I didn't hate the concept of the fake dating in that book because it was done well. But overall, it's not something that I'm like, oh, fake dating, I have to read it. So, sports romance, the best of the best of the best. You guys should already know this. I love sports romance. I think it's like the grumpy sunshine aspect because a lot of them are like that, or like the tough guy and the girl that like melts them. I think that's really great. So sports romance, 10 out of 10. I talk about sports romance a lot, so you guys should know that. Single parent, haven't read, but I'm not opposed. Not really my thing, but like I don't have a problem with it. That's disgusting. I literally hate that so much. That's one of my least, like if I even see that word, pregnancy, on anything, and that's a wrap. Absolutely not. I hate it so much. It's disgusting. The fact that people even write books with that is appalling to me. The fact that people like that, appalling to me. With the accidental pregnancy thing, Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. I read that recently, and that one's an interesting one because it's accidental pregnancy. I guess it is kind of single parent. And it was just like not my favorite thing. Like it's the worst Colleen Hoover book I've ever read. Forced Proximity, love. It really depends on the characters, obviously, but like overall, I typically do enjoy Forced Proximity. Kind of the same as the only one bed type thing. Actually, I'm going to put this in the best of the best of the best. And once again, Sarah J. Maas does this phenomenally. The Cruel Prince series has a lot of this. Love it. So that is going to go in the best of the best of the best. Teacher Student, I literally hate this. I've never read it, but I hate it. I think that's gross. I think power dynamics like that are disgusting. I think that's a crime. That's something you get fired from your job for. So why would we write about it and make it romantic and then manipulate the minds of young readers into thinking that it's okay? Pretty Little Liars. Talking to you. Bully romance, haven't read. Actually, I'm going to say probs won't buy it, but that one's going to be more of like a probs won't buy it because I'm not really interested in it, but it's like, if you like it, you like it. Like, I'm not judging you. Brother's Best Friend, I'm going to put in love, and it's only going in love because of Play With Me. Great book. Love it. And I think when it's an established series, I really enjoy this. Kiss the Sky had some Brother's Best Friend action in it, and I did really enjoy that. So, Friends with Benefits to Lovers. Depends on how it's done. Not much to say there, just depends on how it's done. Enemies to Lovers, I do enjoy. Enemies to Lovers is done a lot in a lot of my favorite books, so I do love Enemies. Actually, I'm going to put that in the best of the best. I keep moving things up. I keep being like love, and then I'm like, actually, no, I'm obsessed with that. Once again, Sarah J. Maas really kills it with that. The Cruel Prince really kills it with that. A lot of sports romances are similar to that. Strangers to Lovers, I don't even know what they mean by that. Like, have never met before? Or are we talking insta love? I'm going to go with haven't read but not opposed just because I'm unclear on what they mean by that. Okay, childhood friends to lovers. I literally hate this. I don't know why. It's just not my thing. I know a lot of people do enjoy childhood friends to lovers. I think to me, it's just like, I don't like, if I'm friends with somebody, I am pretty clear on if I'm going to want to be in a relationship with them or not. So it's just like, no. We already did that one. Didn't we? Yeah. Okay, that's a repeat. Slow burn, love. I love a slow burn. I think that slow burns are great, except for when they're like slow burn, boom, and then it's just like one page they're like still barely talking, the next page they're like going at it, you know? So slow burn is like, it's definitely not the best of the best, but I do quite like it. Friends to enemies to lovers, I probs won't buy it. Once again, friends to lovers not my thing, but the enemies to lovers could kind of save it, so I guess I'm gonna say I probably won't buy it. Age gap, I'm gonna go with depends on how it's done, because if they're both like consenting adults, like 28 and 38, that's fine, whatever. But I don't think that like 18 and like 28, that's not okay. That's like an absolute hard no. I want to make that very clear. I know I'm not putting it in that I literally hate this category, but I want to make it very, 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 very clear that it totally depends on what ages these people are. One of us is famous. Love. Once again, I want to make it very clear. I do not like one of us is famous and one of us is the biggest fan, because that's a power dynamic that I don't enjoy. And I think that that is very manipulative. So I like it when it's like the girl walks up and is like getting a drink and the guy is like, you want a picture? And she's all, who are you? And he gets humbled so quick because he thinks that everybody in the world knows who he is, but actually it's like, really, no, he doesn't. And then they fall in love and he's like, oh, she's hard to get because he's used to getting girls all the time because he's famous. Not like I think about that a lot, but you know. I hate everyone in the world but you. That's like intense grumpy sunshine to me. So I do love that. Friends to lovers. I literally hate this. I don't know how I can make it any more clear. Friends to lovers is not my thing. Right person, not enough time. I'm going to say depends on how it's done, because if we're talking The Fault in Our Stars, like not enough time because they're dying, that's really sad, and I don't like that it's so sad. But if we're talking like, I guess in my head I think of Kale and Selena or Aylin or Lily, whatever her name was at the time. That kind of to me was like a right person, not enough time, because I really, really, really enjoyed them together, but then they got torn apart, obviously. So I'm going to put that in depends. Good boy, bad. Oh, wait. Good boy, bad girl. Love that one. That one to me is like, I love the role reversal there. But same thing that I said with the bad boy, good girl, the manipulative thing, it does depend. Okay, forbidden love. Depends. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but I'm not opposed to it. It's just like whatever. Best friend's brother. Once again, I don't know. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Also, Brother's Best Friend, Ugly Love. Love that book. Amazing. Okay. Best friend's brother. This is a hard one. I'm gonna go with love. I could see myself getting down with that. It just, I don't know. I could see myself really enjoying that. Bad boy, good girl, just for the sake of completion. I'm just gonna, can I put it next to it? Oh, okay, cool. That is my tier list, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If there's some more tropes that I didn't talk about, comment them down below and I will tell you what category I would have put them in. If you guys disagree with me, give me some book recommendations that you think would change my mind. I would love to do that. That would be a really fun video, actually. If I like the ones and I literally hate this or I probably won't buy it, if you guys gave me a good recommendation and I read it and then see what I thought about afterwards, that would actually be a really cool idea. So let me know and I will see you guys soon. Bye.